This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Happy Saturday. I'm Nohelani Graf with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona and the Big Talker. We are under an excessive heat advisory through Tuesday. So that means the city of Phoenix is shutting down Camelback Mountain and the Piestewa Peak trails from 11 in the morning until 5 each day through Tuesday. Also, the Salvation Army is activating their 11 heat relief stations to help keep people safe in this dangerous heat. Anyone in need of a place to cool off and grab some water is welcome at these locations. They are open today, tomorrow, Monday as well, from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. as well. And on top of the Salvation Army's heat relief stations, Maricopa County has hundreds of them set up valley-wide as well. And we have a full list with a map at ABC15.com. People in multiple Phoenix homes are now looking for a new place to live after a massive fire near 40th Street and McDowell. Phoenix Fire walking us through the damage, where nearly 100 firefighters had to work well into the night to finally contain those flames. We're told the fire was initially spotted in some palm trees and it just continued to spread from there, eventually forcing the entire street of Monte Vista to leave their homes.
I was worried about my husband because I hadn't seen him for a while, but he just called me and he's okay. He was back there. He saw it start. He saw the ember jump across.
And it was because of that movement that made for a very chaotic scene. 2 homes were destroyed, another 4 were damaged. The good news in all of this, though, nobody was hurt. The Diamond Fire in the North Scottsdale area is now 93% contained, so big progress there. That fire burned nearly 2,000 acres in the North Scottsdale area. Crews will continue to monitor any hotspots, make sure there are no flare-ups. The McDowell Mountain Regional Park is going to remain closed for the time being. Across the valley, some people in Tempe are waking up with a different address than yesterday. The city has now replaced signs for streets and parks that were originally named after people with ties to the KKK. Laird Street is now Romo Jones Street. The new name recognizes Adolfo Romo and Joaquin Jones, who they were a married couple, and they fought and won a court case to attend school with white children. Their families were there for the presentation to witness well-deserved recognition.
Growing up in Tempe and loving our Tempe, the thought that our name's going to be on a street is just really overwhelming.
The Tempe City Council worked with a special committee to rename several park streets and other landmarks for the same reasons. From the roads to the skies, millions of people are traveling to enjoy that 4th of July holiday weekend, and they've already been met with some issues. More than 7,000 flights canceled since last week. United Airlines hit the hardest, even as other airlines try to get back to normal. The TSA expecting to screen 17.7 million people. The roads are going to be busy too. AAA estimates 43.2 million Americans are going to be traveling by car, and that is up 2.5% from last year. It's up 4% from 2019. If you are hitting the road, speaking of, Arizona gas prices higher than the national average, which sits at $3.87 for a gallon of regular. But depending on where you're headed, you are going to see a slight difference. If you're heading up north in our state, for example, the average is about $3.95. If you're crossing through Yuma, maybe to get to those San Diego beaches, then it's around $3.82 a gallon out there.
Hey there, I'm ABC15's Amelia Fabiana with a check of that most accurate forecast. We have an excessive heat warning in effect for everywhere you see in hot pink here, including the Phoenix metro area, a lot of western Arizona, and even the Grand Canyon. It means you need to limit your time outdoors today because this is dangerous for everyone. Heat is the #1 weather-related killer. Stay inside if you can from 10 to 6 especially. Keep those pets inside. They can't handle it either, and especially make sure you don't leave your kids or your pets in cars during this heat. And it goes without saying, but stay hydrated with water and even electrolytes if you can. 113 for places like Quartzsite, Phoenix, Bullhead City. 117 out at Lake Havasu today. 101 even in Sedona. Upper 80s for Flagstaff and Window Rock as well. Also a dangerous air quality for people who are sensitive. We have a high pollution advisory in effect for Maricopa County today and tomorrow. A UV index that's considered extreme with a burn time of less than 10 minutes.
You can always stay up to date with the latest headlines, weather, and traffic on ABC15.com, or we invite you to download our app. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.